Hello, it's Tope Fajingbesi of House of Ganiyah. I know this is like in the middle of Christmas shopping, New Year celebrations, all sorts of things. But I want you to, pay particular attention to this very short video and to be with me as we go through something that would help you unravel the biggest gift of this season. And that biggest gift is a better new you. Let's face it, in addition to personal challenges and even tragedies in some cases that some people are facing, we have, if you're in America, we have Trump in America. If you're in Nigeria, there is the recession. If you are not even in any of these places, there is the issue of Aleppo. They're just things that are coming all at us from one place or the other, and it's just very difficult to really live a stress-free, purpose-driven life that way. And which is why I'm doing this video, because I struggle with the same things that you struggle with. But what I'm learning to do this 2016, which has really worked for me, alhamdulillah, is that I have tried to live my life more consciously and to use some of these techniques that I'll be talking about today. And, it has really helped me because the rain is not going to stop. No, the rain won't stop. But we're just going to have to learn to dance in the rain. How are you learning to dance in your rain? If it's drizzling, if it's stormy, if it's like, just light rain, how are you learning to dance in the rain? And there's something that I really took from one of my friends when I came to Nigeria earlier this year. It is from my friend Adeswa. It was a throw pillow that said, if life shows you pepper, make pepper soup. Yeah, if you're not Nigerian, you probably don't understand that. But how do you make your pepper soup? How do you enjoy the pepper soup in spite of the heat of that pepper? How do you enjoy it? That's what I want us to talk about today. There's 7 techniques I'm going to run quickly, briefly around, and I will tell you how we're going to get more of that. The first one is to simplify your life. There was a video I did during Easter weekend this year. The video has taken a life of its own. It's about living a simple life. And I gave myself as an example of how I went from a big house to a very small studio. And it has really helped me to be in a small space, to really look at myself and say, what do I need? And when it's all said and done, I'm going to what? 6 feet under the ground. Number 2 is to manage your stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in your life? Most of the time, our mistakes, our drawbacks are not really due to our own issues alone. We have our parents, we have our spouses, we have our kids, we have our close friends, we have our colleagues. People like that, they are our stakeholders. You need to manage them proactively. If somebody makes you sad, miserable all the time, I'm not saying cut off family ties, but I'm saying manage that stakeholder so that your life is better. Number 3, find and connect with your GPS. If you're in the House of Ganiyah tribe or you're on my Facebook page, you probably hear me talking about GPS all the time. What is your GPS? Yes, I believe in God. I don't know what you believe in, but you have to believe in a higher power and know that whatever it is that you're going through has a lot to do with all that you can't see. So how do you connect with that GPS? How do you think about something, dream it, and actually have it happen? You have to train your soul to start thinking about it. As many Nigerians know, I talk about this all the time. We like to pray, pray, pray. I call it, many of us like to yell at God. But do you give God the chance to get back to you? How strong is your connection? One of my favorite sayings ever is the hadith that says that prayer without faith is like a mere wandering of the mind. You're praying, but do you really think that your prayer is going to be answered? Number 4, learn how to cope with heartbreak. I've promised, and I'm still going to do this video of the 7 cycles of heartbreak. Heartbreak can come from divorce. It can come from breakups of a long-term relationship. Even a short-term crush self can bring heartbreak. How do you deal with heartbreak to keep on going? How do you see the good in that heartbreak and just move on to bigger things? I'm doing this video on a day that exactly 6 years ago this day, I just had a stillbirth, and I was in a very rocky marriage, and it was just very traumatic, and that was heartbreaking for me because I was looking forward to being a mom. But I have taken that pain from that marriage that didn't work. I've taken that pain from that child that never was, and I've used that pain to transform into my purpose, which is why I'm here in front of this camera doing this video for you. Number 5, unplug. You probably don't use social media as much as I do. I'm constantly on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm like all over connecting with my tribe. It's nice. It's good. I learn from people. They learn from me. Some people drive me crazy. Yes. Almost every day, the cat drags in something on my Facebook page and it really gets me crazy. But I have learned how to, say this, maybe an hour a day, or even an hour a week, or 3 hours a day, or 3 hours a week, something to just unplug. In addition to never being on social media during Ramadan, I also find some days in the year when I'm just not there because there's so much noise. I talked about connecting with your GPS before. Once you allow all this noise from social media, it's very hard for your connection to stay. Number 6, self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness. Oh my God, I cannot say this enough. Somebody has broken your heart. Somebody has, treated you unfairly. Somebody has done this, done that. We're human beings and we will always have issues with one another. And you're struggling to forgive the person. I guarantee you, one of the reasons why you haven't forgiven that person is because you haven't forgiven yourself for being in that situation. You have to learn how to forgive yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, you cannot forgive somebody else. And last but not the least, take a leap of faith. Get ready. 2017 is coming. By the grace of God, is upon us, and we cannot take it for granted that we're going to be part of 2017, because I know somebody who just died this morning. But I pray that you and I survive 2017 and go on to grow old and get successful. But you have to take risk. Many of us are so spiritually deaf. God is giving you the signs. It's telling you quit that job that doesn't pay your heart. It's telling you leave that relationship that is not good for you. Move out of that study that is dead. And you're just scared because that monotony, that comfort, that pain has even become routine for you. You now know how to manage it. You don't know how to be alone by yourself. For some people, even unplugging from social media, even unplugging from radio, even unplugging from television, even unplugging from people that is a problem. You have to learn how to take risk. And to take a risk, you have to find time to be by yourself, to understand, to hear from God, to hear from that GPS that you believe in. That is the only way you can deal with the recession in Nigeria. That is the only way you can deal with the impending Trump presidency. That is the only way you can deal with the images of people we see crashing on the Mediterranean, refugees from Aleppo. That's the only way you can do the work that you were called to do. I know this is short. I know this is quick. But I'm going to talk about all this in more detail very soon. I promise you, by the grace of God, I will talk about them. The first place we'll be talking about it will be online, December 24th. Please mark your calendar. December 24th, we're going to unwrap a new you. We're going to release a new you together online. But the invitation, even though it's free, is only going to be open to House of Ganiyah tribe members. If you want to be a tribe member, go to ganiyah.com/join-us. I am going to post the link beneath this video. ganiyah.com/join-us. Join us. I'm going to put the link in an email to tribe members by the 23rd of December. So watch out for it. Check your junk box. Do whatever. But be at this tribe meeting. We're going to talk about this and many more. After that tribe meeting, we're going to meet face to face. I'll tell you the locations where we'll be meeting. But let's first of all meet online to go over these issues, because I want you to unwrap a beautiful, better, nicer new you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for your support this year, where I've taken a leap to do this and do, more things, to take risk, in my own life as well. Many of you have been so supportive, and I really thank you. And I look forward to supporting you in 2017, when by the special grace of God, I will turn 40. So stay tuned and let's do this together. It's Tope Ganiyah Fajingbesi. Thank you so much. See you on December 24th.